Whoa. Whoa.
What?
Whoa,
What?
This just exploded.
Huh?
This just exploded.
What exploded? Oh. Oh. Look at smoke everywhere. Wow. Okay. I think we know what our problem is.
Yeah.
Okay, Bo, I'm going to teach you something. This Forester has no brake lights. Okay. Just familiarize ourselves first. Come over here. The stoplight switch that's showing on this diagram. So you have 2 wires, but there's 4 on the car. Do you remember what the dotted line means? Partial view. That means that this stoplight switch that we're gonna mess with has more than 2 wires going to it.
Okay.
But for right now, I got no brake lights either. And so what I'm seeing, follow this white blue wire, there is a fuse number 8, that's in the fuse relay box left kick panel. We want to check that fuse first. We're going to do it with a test light. So as far as that test light goes, we want to find a known good ground first. You can use this bolt. Yeah, I like that. And then check one of the fuses and see if,
How do I check it?
see the little metal tabs on the backs of the fuses? You just touch the light on it. And that light should light. Okay, good. So the lighting tells us.
Well, that was the fuse you wanted me to test.
Okay.
That was number 8.
Is it lit on both sides?
It's lit on one side.
Just one side's lit?
Yes.
Okay, so that is a blown fuse. When you see it light on one side and not on the other, that fuse is blown. We want to pop that fuse out. Let me get you a pair of pliers. Let me see the fuse. Is it, can you see it? Is it blown?
Yes, totally.
Yeah. And then what, anytime, now listen, this is important. Anytime a fuse blows, there's a reason. Fuses don't just blow for no reason. What blows a fuse is too much current flow, short to ground somewhere. What Danner told me is this guy has a bike rack back here that has lighting for the assembly. And Danner was worried about the wiring to the lighting for his bike rack. So we can pop a fuse in first and step on the brake pedal and see if it blows again. We'll start with that as far as current flow goes. Not yet. We're going to make sure the short. We're going to make sure the short is there. I mean, fuses are only pennies, so we'll just throw a fuse in it first. If it blows immediately, then we're going to install a circuit breaker that's going to pulse on and off for us, so we can do our test the rest of the way. Either way, we're going to do a visual inspection back there. If the fuse doesn't blow, we're not done. We're going to do some visual. Get me. Let's see, 20 amp, 20 amp. Pop that fuse in there. Okay, now step on the brake pedal for me. So, all right, sweet. I got brake lights. I got no third brake light, but I have brake lights now, which I did not have before. And that means that fuse right now, Bo, is not blowing. So we need to rack this car, get it up so we can inspect the wiring back there on that trailer assembly. All right, so just have this up in the air. I see no wiring at all to this hitch assembly down here. I'm not sure what my brother was talking about. Okay, some unknowns with this trailer plug. You can see that he definitely closes it in the hatch. So one of the contact points would be like if any of this insulation is broken here. The other one would be whatever he's plugging into this, which we don't have, could be too much current flow, or there's something wrong with what he's plugging into this. I want to see where he's connected. All right, then this is the box. It has a fuse to it too. Where's he tapped in? This is what I need to see. So we need to make sure that none of this wiring is chafed. I need to know what my brake light circuit is too, so I know exactly which wire that I want to focus on here. But just looking for any obvious issues, like see how that wire is cut.
What about the wire that bypasses the plug? Is that
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The one that's missing, that's cut, there's no wire on the other side there. That's probably, yeah. They cut it because there was an issue. This would have been the wire that's missing that goes up to here, and then it's bypassed. It's just bypassing the plug. This is actually I don't mind this repair at all. but I'm not seeing a reason. Let's go back to the diagram real quick. So if you look, what we see with the fuse is a white blue goes to the brake light switch. So your short can be anywhere in there. That would be from the fuse box to the brake switch inside. Unlikely that it's going to be in that area because of location. And then the brown and white is the one that comes from the brake switch, and then it's brown and red. And then it's brown for the rear lights. Brown red comes up to this fuse and then feeds green to what are these? Red set engine control module. So this would be an input circuit for the engine computer. It's going to be probably for cruise control. You know, you step on the brakes and then your cruise shuts off. Yeah, so that would be an input. We'll call that a pull up design, because whenever we step on the brake over here, we send power down this blue wire, highlighted blue, and then it powers that circuit, and then the computer's going to see 0 volts when you're not on the brake and 12 volts when you're on the brake. That's what that is. And then another input to the VDC control module, another input to the body integrated unit. Anywhere in here, if there was a short to ground on these green wires, there is a separate fuse that's 7.5 amps. It would blow this 7.5 amp fuse before it would ever blow this 20 amp fuse. Okay, so I'm not worried about anything here. We're worried about that guy, and we're worried about this guy. The brown wire is the one that goes down to the lights. So let's go back to the trailer. Brown, solid brown. Brown yellow was backup lights. So see, this brown yellow, the one they have bypassed, that's backup light circuit. The brown wire, harness side brown wire, that guy right there, which turns into red, not this red wire, but the other red. So it's the red wire we're worried about here, and then it comes out as, looks like it's yellow. So really want to focus on the yellow wire here, and we can prove that as well. Let's do that real quick. Let's put our test light on this yellow. When we step on the brakes,
Should light up.
that should light. Yeah, let's grab that. All right, stepping on the brake. No light. So wiggle my ground connection back there for the test light. Tell me if that light lights when you wiggle it.
No.
We have brake lights on right now.
Yes.
That light should be lighting. Nothing?
Nothing.
Let me turn the parking lights on. We'll check the other circuits. Okay, there's tail lights. You got tail lights on right now?
Yeah.
That should light. And that should be a good ground location. So we had no lights in the back because the main power that comes from this guy that feeds this box. Check that fuse. Lit on one side, not on the other.
That's definitely a blown fuse.
Yeah, it is. Pop that out of there. And that's for his unit back here.
That's definitely blown.
Yeah. I feel like our issue is whatever he's plugging into this.
Why would the 20 amp blow that?
Well, it uses this box, it looks like, as the, like, you know, the source. It's not directly, I don't know. I'm not sure. But we weren't getting any lights back here at all. And now check both sides of that fuse for me. Yep. Yep. One of those should be lit for parking lights. Okay. That's our park light circuit. Now go back to your brown. Which one we said? It was yellow. Yellow's the brake. So whenever I step on the brake, now hold that up so I can see. When I step on the brake, that should light.
It's not.
Check the other ones. The only one that's lit's our parking light.
None of them are lit now.
So that would be your ground location for your test light. Relocate your ground.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
Whoa,
What?
This just exploded.
Huh?
This just exploded.
What exploded?
This.
Oh. Oh. All right. That's our issue. Look at smoke everywhere. Wow. Okay. I think we know what our problem is.
Yeah.
It would be this guy. Is it? It was this box?
Yeah. It's melted right here. Look at that hole.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was easy. That would explain, though, why we lost our lights.
Yeah.
Once this was powered back up, me stepping on the brake, there's something shorted inside of this. Yeah. It's super warm, too. Okay. So that would be, let's get rid of that. He needs to get a new piece. Tell me if I still have brake lights, or did it blow my fuse up here now? Now we know why it blew this one. Ready?
Yep.
Got brake lights? Okay. Something shorted inside that.
Yeah, but why didn't the 10 amp blow before the 20?
So,
How did the 20 still blow?
so what I think is this is a module in a sense, okay? And it's
Did he
using,
bypass this wire?
no, that's normal. Him bypassing that, that's just his backup. That's just his backup light circuit. But being that this has a power feed to it, and none of the lights will work unless this power feed is there. These are all inputs to this module, and then the module controls the outputs to the lights based off of this. That's my guess, okay? Not a direct connection inside. So your question of, so why did it blow the 20 inside? I would say that because something's shorted internal to this, and when it melted for us, it was when my foot was on the brake pedal, and that revealed the short inside of this. It probably will blow the fuse again, maybe not, now that it's melted. But that's what blew the 20, and then the 10 blew as well because of this unit. Something shorted inside of this. How this exactly works inside with the external power feed, I'm not completely sure. But it's using that. It needs this power feed before it will transfer any of the light voltages here. And yeah, I wish I would have caught that, because that would have been cool to see that smoke. I saw the smoke, but I didn't see it happen. But this is our issue. He needs to replace this. Not sure why it got shorted out. Nothing's even attached to it. These wires don't go anywhere. 100% shorted trailer harness module. Best I can do. We're just hanging out at the end of the day, sitting here feeding the birds. This little guy just flies right between me and dinner.
You're the feeders,
He's
right?
chilling.
My mom said you were okay.
Where
Look, he's
are you gonna
get on
go?
your shoulder.
Where are you gonna go?
He's gonna get on your shoulder.
I got him some seed.
No, don't, Bo. He's, he's right behind me. That's amazing. What are you doing?
Look at this little bird.
Want some seed? Want some seed?
Oh, no way he eats from your hand.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Put some down.
Oh,
Oh no! Don't go in there!
He's
He's
the
cool.
one that's supposed to keep the starlings away.
He's super cool.
It's like that movie, The Bird, that short, The Birds. That'd be happy if the crow landed on it.
You do have a fat one in the middle, kind of. He's not really big enough.